There were two big comic book movies that came out in 2016 that were, in my opinion, very important to the future of their franchises. And I know they've been compared a lot and talked about a lot and all that, but I think I want to throw my metaphorical hat into the ring. And I bet you can't tell which one I like better.
I mean, it's really hard to say. I have like no clues anywhere. Like, you can't really tell at all. Like, it's really not that obvious. Like, who even knows? Like, I don't even know. I can't really remember. It's just so not obvious. Not obvious at all. Nope.
This is why I think Captain America Civil War is everything Batman v Superman should have been.
Let's start by talking about the thing that the MCU has that the DCEU doesn't yet. Pre-established relationships. The reason it hurts to see the Avengers be broken apart is because we know these characters. We feel like we know Steve and we know Tony. And it's hard to see these characters we've come to know and love be broken apart and split up. Whereas in Batman v Superman, we don't know much about Batman. We've had one movie with Superman, so why would we care? We should care about why Batman is fighting Superman, instead of just having Batman fight Superman just to fight Superman. And without these relationships, it kind of feels like that's all they're doing. Batman has no reason to hate Superman except for him being a threat, but he hasn't shown any intention to destroy mankind. He actually tried to save the Earth back when Zod invaded. And I do get why he's worried, but Superman is shown to value human life. Well, except for that time he threw Zod through a building, but that's beside the point. Bruce doesn't really know Clark at the time that they're fighting, so their fight feels a lot less personal. Whereas when Tony fights Steve, they know each other, they've been friends, they've worked together, so their fight feels really personal, as it should. That way there's a reason to actually care. I don't think they should have rushed into Batman versus Superman like they did. I think they should have waited a while to establish their relationships first. Also, you can't exactly have
day versus night
without someone to be the day. Which brings me to my next point. It's too dark. A movie can both keep you entertained and make you think at the same time. Civil War does both, BvS tries to do one. And personally, I think that Civil War does the heroes versus heroes thing better, because it gives them two sides that you can see both sides of. Because you can totally see Tony has a point. They've caused a lot of damage, he doesn't want to have that happen again. But Cap is also right that the safest hands are still their own, like, they gotta do what they gotta do. It gives the heroes these two sides and something to actually fight for, so I think it does this really well. Anyway, Civil War actually tries to, like, lighten up the dark themes that it's presenting with jokes and stuff. I just think that works better than just having darkness and no breaks and just constant, just one thing after another thing. It's just dark the whole time. It's just not as fun that way. I do generally think that comic book movies should be fun for the most part. Like, they don't all have to be Thor Ragnarok, but there should be, like, jokes every once in a while, just to lighten the mood. So those were my thoughts on why Civil War was better than Batman v Superman. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know, I want to hear what you think. But don't be a turd about it, please. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about that, so see you later.
Alright, I've run out of patience. On to roost!
Hey everyone.